I mean, even with this telescope, you can't see people, right? You wouldn't be able to image us. You wouldn't be able to read like the headlines on a newspaper on someone's doorstep. It's not powerful enough to do that. If you want to do that, you'd have to visit the system. And so we're talking about doing that as well. So there was this project Starshot that wanted to fly a probe directly towards the nearest star, fly by super fast, snap a photo, and beam it back. Because that way you could actually get even better resolution, right? You could really dial in and see roads and structures on the surface.
How long would it take for that beam to get back to us?
Well, it's 4 light years away, 4.2 light years away.
So it would take 4 years?
Yeah, and it would take it about 20 years to do the journey at the speeds they were talking. They want to get 20% the speed of light. So they'd take 20 years, take a photo, so 24 years altogether. So this was Yuri Milner's brainchild, and his dream was that he could see a photo in his lifetime of another Earth-like planet. And that's pretty much the best way we have to really pull that off.
Is the work being done to try to make that happen?
Yeah, so I'm not sure the current status of Starshot. Yuri put $100 million up, I believe, for his own money, and I think Mark Zuckerberg came in on it, and they were like, we're going to try and do this. I wasn't part of that project, but I was inspired by it, and I actually came up with a twist on it recently called TARS from Interstellar. You know TARS from the movie?
What was TARS?
It's like a robot thing that's in the movie. It's called TARS. And so I came up with a twist on their idea. So let me explain their idea quickly first, and then I'll give you my twist. Their idea is, like, if you really want to go to the nearest star system, you're not going to do it with a giant spaceship. That's just, we can't build anything that advanced right now. The most realistic thing we can do is to get a tiny thin sheet of material, like imagine like a piece of mylar, a piece of aluminum foil, and blast it with light, with a laser. And so they're talking about sort of 100 gigawatts of laser power, right? So just kind of crazy amounts of energy. Yeah, here we go.
Here's a 3D.
So here's the sail being ejected, and then back on the Earth, you're going to have this huge array of mega lasers, and they're all going to point up at this thing and blast it. So this thing will accelerate due to just light from the sun, but this is like on steroids, right? You're just kind of bumping it up to whatever speed you want. Now that, when people saw this idea, physicists saw this idea, there was a lot of questions about how, isn't that going to destroy the sail? Like, you're firing a 100 gigawatt laser at a sail? Like, isn't that going to obliterate the thing?